everyone. My name's Michael.
And my name's Ben.
And welcome to the Lime Banana Podcast.
Yeah, so this is episode 3 of the Lime Banana Podcast. We're keeping it going weekly, but this one might be a bit shorter, as I personally have plans.
Ben, what kind of plans?
Well, good thing you brought it up. I am pretty sure, not completely sure, that I got the job at Domino's Pizza.
Audience, calm down.
Thank you. I went to an orientation yesterday. This is... bad orientation! Oh, that's Friday.
I said shut up. No one understands. We're trying to film a podcast.
Come on, audience. You good? You good, okay. Yeah, so I went to the orientation yesterday. I didn't actually have an interview to start with, so I got the interview afterwards. And I mean, I don't know if I got the job, but maybe that's just me worrying about it. Anyway, I got training today, so that makes me think I probably get the job if I do good with training, obviously. So, I got training today and tomorrow. Today is Saturday, by the way, not the day it's released. So, I'm going to be learning pretty much all the stuff I have to, probably like making the pizzas and like how to answer the phones and how to use the computers. That's just an assumption, I don't know. But we are going to be learning how to use the cool electric delivery bikes.
Oh, that's like, wait. So... bikes powered on electricity.
Yeah, so they got electric motors. One of the people that were at the orientation, he's like one of the staff members. Yeah, he was saying that the bike can get up to like 20 to 25 kilometers an hour.
How far are you expected to go on the bike?
I haven't been told that yet, and I'll probably be told today or tomorrow. Because if I'm not told, I'll ask.
Depending on how many Ks, they're probably going to have some... at least one car, delivery.
Oh no, they're having cars and bikes. So there's people who applied for like the delivery drivers, and then there's the delivery bikes.
Where Domino's is going to be, that's a good idea. Because I'll explain the kind of layout. Our small town, our Woolies is like connected to Target, connected to Reject Shop so much.
Woolies, if you didn't know, is like... Woolworths, one of our main supermarkets in Australia.
Basically, there's a lot of business there daily, besides Sunday. Cheapest place to get stuff. So it's always busy, and for some reason they decided to put Domino's right there.
Yeah, so they put Domino's in the complex, but instead of having to walk into the shopping centre, it's on the outside, so you can enter it from the outside.
It's where Toy Kingdom used to... No, Toy World.
Things. It's where Things used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we had a shop called Things, which just sold various things, hence the name. And it was Things with a Z at the end, because I guess they were cool.
The water fountains were pretty cool. And, do you remember those, little bowls that, had electricity and you would touch it and it would, follow your finger?
Yeah.
And in all the boxes, they would have, kids with the spiked up hair and you would just do the whole, come on.
I remember they had those cool things where, has a lot of, metal pins and you put your hand on it and it makes a shape. Oh. And my mum has to be mowing the damn lawn while recording the podcast.
They probably can't hear it.
Oh, if you can, just really enjoy the sound of a lawnmower. It's like music to the ears, just not.
Well, you don't have a lot of lawn to mow anyway.
Yeah, it won't be too long. Next up, what we have planned to
Next
talk
topic.
About is movie reviews. So Michael's got a movie that he's recently watched to review, as do I.
Yeah. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
The planner says you.
Oh, okay. So this movie is actually, not brand new, but it is brand new on DVD. I finally watched Fantastic Beasts for the first time.
Yeah.
Ben hasn't seen it, so
I have not.
There's not a lot I can say without spoiling it.
Oh,
but
if you want to review it, you can. I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah.
When it comes to Netflix.
So basically, you'll be living in a hole if you don't understand, the main plot. A wizard goes to America with a case full of magical creatures and creatures get out accidentally. The wizard's in America. Something that got me, and I paused it, turned to my friend and was like, of course America does this in the wizarding community. You need a wand license. Literally, the moment the main character knew it. I'm not good with names. I'll have to watch it again.
Yeah.
The moment he rocks up, he has to, show papers that he has a wand license for America.
Wow. That's, weird, considering... I mean, I know you need a gun license in America, but how they're allowed to carry guns around willy-nilly in their purses, just in case somebody attacks them on the street. I mean, and men carry them in their pockets. or man purses. I'm not going to judge. But, yeah, wand licenses. Interesting.
It was pretty good because,
I mean, I guess.
It does make a bit of sense.
Yeah.
I think, like, your pen license. you kind of need,
Yeah, like
to
that,
show that you can write with a pen and deal with your mistakes.
that kind of goes with, like, how on Harry Potter, because it's in the similar universe, they're, like, not allowed to use magic out of Hogwarts, and that's kind of, like, maybe the license is so they can use magic wherever they want kind of thing.
Now,
I'm guessing. I haven't seen the movie, though, so I can't say.
This movie is set before Harry and Steph were born. I don't remember the time period, but let's just say Dumbledore was like half his age before he dies. Spoiler alert.
So Dumbledore's in it?
No, he's not in it. He's referenced.
Okay.
The main character, he is one of the students from Dumbledore. But he gets expelled for being too dangerous or something, even though it was an accident, and Dumbledore, like, fought for him to stay in the school. But he got expelled.
I heard that it's in an alternate universe. Is that true? No, okay. It's
Same universe.
Yep.
If you watch Harry Potter 2, and you look around in the bookstore, there are books called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The idea came from that.
Oh, so it's
It's basically...
the Fantastic Beasts book is a true story.
Fantastic Beasts is a biography of the main...
Alright.
Knew it. I'm going to say knew it, but like...
Hold on.
Newt.
Let's do a quick Google. Main character...
They say his last name a lot.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. His name is... Drumroll, please.
Knew it.
Johnny Depp.
No, it's not. Johnny Depp is in it, though.
That doesn't look like Johnny Depp.
No, it actually doesn't.
I mean, when does Johnny Depp look like Johnny Depp? I mean, he kind of does in some movies.
If you watch the movie, he does look like Johnny Depp, though, so that looked weird.
One Johnny Depp that really doesn't look like Johnny Depp, I gotta say, is the Mad Hatter from Alice, like the new Alice in Wonderland movies. Like, he obviously loves makeup. I'm just gonna say that. On the topic of beasts, this movie I'm reviewing is on the new rendition, live action, Beauty and the Beast.
We can talk about Fantastic Beasts more later when Ben's seen it, but I'm fine with you spoiling Beauty and the Beast, because I have seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
So
essentially the same storyline. I haven't seen the original one. I haven't seen the original animation. But I was just thinking, I'm probably going to put spoilers in the title of this podcast. Yeah, so pretty much Beauty and the Beast, I think is a pretty fairly well-made movie.
It's a musical like, the original, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
that's
musical.
Good. So many people complained, and I'm like, no, bring on the musical. Like Under the Sea. That's my favourite song in Beauty and the Beast.
Different movies, but pretty much the thing is with musicals, like this movie in particular, the Beast is singing about Belle, who is the beauty, while she's right there, but it's as if she doesn't listen. So are they singing their thoughts and only they can hear themselves singing?
So I'll let you get back. I'll explain to you why they do singing. John Barrowman, one of my favourite actors, Captain Jack Harkness, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
He's in like the Arrow, DC, Supergirl shows, and they had a musical episode because so many of the cast are singers and some are from Glee.
Yeah.
And he sings in it, and he explains that, why do they sing in musicals? It's not that they don't know that they're singing, it's so you can understand how the character feels inside. It's expressing themselves so you understand that the character has these feelings.
So, with Beauty and the Beast, it opens up where there's this prince and all these people dancing, la la la. Then an old lady comes in and offers the prince a rose. And the prince is like, I'm not taking this from an ugly old woman. Then she turns into a beautiful woman and says, I will curse you. You can be a beast and everybody can forget about this place. So he's banished, not really banished, but he has to live in his castle and nobody remembers about him. Anyway, Belle's dad, Belle played by Emma Watson, so that also is a link to the Harry Potter universe. Belle's dad finds this castle, and the Beast imprisons him because he was going to take a rose for Belle. Interesting fact, my auntie has a dog named Belle. Anyway, back to the plot. And then pretty much Belle finds the castle as well and replaces her place in the prison. Her dad's place in the prison with herself. So the dad gets set free, but nobody believes him because that's how things work. If people seem a bit out of the ordinary, they're not telling the truth. Anyway, to make a long story short, the furniture talks. Beauty falls in love with the Beast. He turns back into a prince just after the last rose petal falls, which doesn't make sense. Actually, no. The witch noticed, the evil old woman witch, hag, whatever you want to call her. She noticed how the Beast was nice again. So, she made everybody remember again, and the rose was good again, or something.
I didn't get any of that. I'm just going off what I watched as a kid, but I think that's all I need to know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the first movie, but it's similar to, it's quite similar, because it's just
I don't think anyone can not know the Beauty and the Beast story.
I kind of didn't know it, because I'd never watched it before. I know there was a Beauty and a Beast, and I know that, the Beast turned back into a prince. I didn't know how, I didn't realize that the prince was originally turned into a beast.
Didn't?
I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. That was short movie reviews with Ben and Michael.
Oh, yeah. So I've been thinking, Ben.
Yeah?
Adulthood, I need a hobby. I'm getting bored. And
Yes.
I was going through some old photos recently, and I found myself in my old Taekwondo uniform.
Oh, yeah?
I did it for 5 years, got halfway through.
Yeah.
I got offered to do tournaments at a young age because I think before you're 15, you're not allowed to do it unless if the teacher comes up to you and they really wanted me to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So you can say I was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I left because I wanted a job and I wanted money.
Mm-hmm.
I do regret it
Yeah?
because I gained a shitload of weight from it. But I was looking back and I was trying to think maybe I should join it again.
Yeah.
But then I was also thinking I actually want to do either ballroom dancing or tap dancing.
Tap dancing. The Lion Banana tap dancing school. we learn it and then we teach it to people.
Well, I think you can tap dance, anywhere, because the music you learn to tap dance to is generally quite classical, I think. But, I reckon if you go into the nightclub and start dancing...
Just put on your tap dancing shoe.
I don't think you need to, but I think you would impress someone.
You saying you can tap dance to anything reminded me of that Spider-Man can dance to anything gif. Have you seen it? Pretty much. You play a song, and there's this gif, and it's just Spider-Man doing different dance moves.
If you guys are ever bored or anything, look up Batman fighting a shark or Batman riding a shark.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because, it's not just one photo. There is so much of Batman fighting a shark.
So...
What sports did you do, Ben? Because I don't actually know. We did bush rangers and stuff, but is that classed as sport?
No, that's classed as more of a...
I think it's 50-50 because we did snorkeling.
Yeah, we snorkeled and kayaked and orienteering.
Oh, that was hell. I hated doing that.
Yeah, so throughout my childhood, I've done some sports. I think the first sport I did was tennis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I played that a bit as when I was real young, 6 or 7. And I played some more when I was 12 or 13 or 14. Even 15, maybe. But then I stopped. Didn't really do sport for a while. But also in that time, I played t-ball.
Oh, excuse me.
Don't
edit that out.
I played t-ball. And I remember this time, the other team didn't have enough players. So I was sorted onto the other team for that game. And I was kind of playing bad on that team, so my team would actually win. And they told me off for that. We did t-ball, as well as I also did football, which I didn't do very good at.
Did you?
Because I scored 2 goals the whole season. And every time I scored a goal, they'd give me a reward for doing well, $5. And
wait. What? If I knew this at that age, I would be doing football.
No. But it's because I hardly did good. One of the goals I got, the football was rolling along the ground, so I just kicked it. By the way, this is AFL, not soccer, so... Australian
rugby
rules.
Or anything, it's
Yeah.
basically running across the oval, you drop the ball, you kick it with your foot, or you hit it like an ice cream cone. I want it to
However they taught you in the footy clinics. But the most recent sport I did /doing, kind of, not really at the moment, is Ultimate Frisbee. I did talk about this in one of my videos on YouTube. Yeah, so we did Ultimate Frisbee. Past 6 weeks was like a whole... well, I mean, I've been doing it past 7 weeks. And like, then once last year. But the past 6 weeks was like a little mini tournament. I don't know where our team placed, but I missed one of those games. Overall, I'm not fit enough to really do sports that well, but I still did pretty good.
I was very big on my swimming as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Until the age of 14 or 15, I'm close. I could go in and apply for my bronze right now. I could become a lifeguard in a few years. What was annoying though is I used to do like the swimming lessons and stuff on the holidays where all the little kids would as well. So you would see this like 10-year-old with 5-year-olds. There was only like one other, 10-year-old.
That's why I wouldn't do swimming lessons again. Like, look, I know how to swim.
Hey, I won all the races.
I know how to swim, but I'm not a great swimmer. I got like to stage 6 or 7 in swimming lessons.
They used to call me Aqua Boy. Because I'm pretty good.
If I ever was to do swimming lessons again, I'd be put in classes with like probably 8 or 9-year-olds.
Well then, you know what we should do?
What?
We should buy surfboards and try to start surfing. Because...
yeah.
Like...
become surfies.
I like to consider myself quite fit when it comes to that, but my balance is horrible.
Well,
so I can't ride a skateboard.
I did surfing in outdoor ed at school.
Were you good at it?
I might have stood up on the board 2 or 3 times.
Woo!
And
shut up!
And
don't encourage him to succeed.
And the teacher never wanted me to go as far out as big what would we call it? Tidal wave.
Tidal wave.
Yes. My teacher never wanted me to go out as far as...
We'll either refer him to tidal wave or big wave.
I think tidal wave's better. Oh no.
If you knew this guy, you would laugh too.
Yeah, everybody called him like not tidal wave. They called him big, and then what his name was. I just don't want to mention names, to be honest. But yeah, I did surfing. They never let me go out as far as him and like a few other of the people who were surfies because apparently I'm not good enough. No, but no, it's not too bad.
I walk this empty street.
Yeah, so that was surfing.
I think we're doing a lot better this podcast than we did the last.
Yeah, last podcast, I was like, maybe woke up an hour beforehand and I was just like tired and...
The thing is, I had nothing to do afterwards, so I thought we could take all the time we needed. But I think, because, you gotta be somewhere at 3, so I kind of think as we need to rush...
Yeah,
I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, like, I mean, last one was a lot of, like, kind of pauses and, like, and things like that.
But this time we actually talked a little bit. And speaking of talking a bit, I want to start a new segment called Best Out of 3.
Yeah!
We talked about this. It's where we go through our whole week and we talk about our best out of 3. 2 things that we absolutely hated this week. 1 thing that we loved.
Yes.
So, 2 things gone bad, but 1 thing was good.
In a world like today, more bad things happen than good. Maybe. I can't talk for everyone.
So, my first bad thing is... paperwork was a bit f***ed up. We're going to play the bleeping game one day where I say a bunch of swear words and Ben gets to bleep them out. I don't think we need to go back and edit things. We can just start bleeping. If we say it once, but if I say nah, see that bit can...
I might even bleep that just for fun.
The paperwork at work got a bit mucked up.
Yeah.
And I only got paid, I don't know, a third, maybe half of what I worked for. I have to wait like a fortnight to get a good amount of money and paying rent and stuff, saving money. I've got a car that needs to be serviced.
Yeah. Talking about getting paid half, I'll say bad thing, just I need a tax file number or I'll be paid half of what I earn. So
you need to get that shit sorted.
Yeah, I need to get that sorted. I was going to today, but in Australia, expired passports still act as valid ID for 2 years, but it doesn't act as valid ID to get a tax file number, I found out today, unfortunately. But a bad thing that happened, I mean, I could say that as a bad thing, but Probably that, yeah. What I just said. Not getting my tax file number application accepted because of an expired passport.
Yeah.
Okay, another bad thing, Michael?
This didn't happen for the whole night. Actually, again, after we did the podcast, I went out.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, every time we do the podcast, I seem to have a pretty good night. It was a great night, but the start of it kind of was a screw around. So what happened is, as I said, night was great, but so I was hanging out with my friend, one guy friend and one girlfriend, female friend. She's recently turned 18, so she can finally, go to the pub and drink and stuff. So I parked at, Sean's house. I think I'm allowed to say his name. I won't say her name though. Parked at Sean's house, and I was going to crash the night because I brought a pillow and stuff because, I'm not going to drink and drive all the way to Castletown.
Yeah.
Or at all. So we started walking down to the pub, not halfway, probably, 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
The girl we're with turns to us and says, "Oh, I forgot my ID and I'm wearing thongs. You can't wear thongs to the pub."
Okay,
So we had to
before
go
you
all
American listeners, thongs are flip-flops.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, continue, sorry.
Yeah, so we had to walk all the way back. I had to drive to the other side of town, wait I think it was 10 minutes in the car because she decided to change shirt, find a new jumper, and put shoes on and stuff. Then we went back. But the rest of the night was great. That's not the best thing that happened though. That would be if something else didn't happen.
So that's not the best worst thing, is that
It's
what
not
you're
the
saying?
best. If we did two best, two worst, Friday night would be the second best. But I'll let you say your worst and then I'll say my best.
Okay, so, let me think. I guess something that's bad, but not completely bad, is that I got 4 dislikes on a video of mine that wasn't even bad, in my opinion.
I don't think you need to go to things that drive you insane or anything. You can just, little things I lost my keys and I couldn't find them for 10 minutes. But that sounds boring. If you have anything interesting, maybe think about it through the week.
Yeah.
Best thing that happened to me on the top of everything, as I said, it would be Friday night, but my friend Crossboy came back, Dion.
Dion.
He moved back to... He was living in the city, and he's moved back recently, so that's why I was out of town, because I was just seeing his family and stuff.
Yeah.
And I get along with his family. I see his family as my family. So that's my best thing, having a good friend back.
Alright, my best thing that happened this week
Podcast.
is realizing that I probably have gotten a job. I got a text on my phone which is crap and cuts in and out of signal all the time, saying I was accepted, and that I went to the orientation yesterday, as I mentioned earlier. And yeah, I'm going to training in less than an hour from now, as this is being recorded. So that's probably the best thing that happened to me so far this week. I mean, it's Saturday night, so who knows? Maybe I'm gonna go to a party tonight. I'm joking.
Maybe.
Look, last time we went out and I got a bit drunk or whatever, I didn't get hungover in the morning before. But yeah, it's being responsible, and that means I have to maybe have a couple drinks tonight if they're offered to me. I have no money, you see, and I'll probably end up just going home today and playing a game all afternoon.
That sounds great. I've been needing to play Dark Souls 3 for ages.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Anywho, that's probably everything.
I want to somewhat make odd news a thing. Odd news with Michael. That's me. So this week on Odd News, vodka saves a British cat after fluid poisoning.
So what kind of fluid poisoning?
Veterinarians in London said a cat that accidentally poisoned herself with brake fluid was saved by an unusual antidote, vodka. The Blue Cross Animal Hospital in London said 7-year-old cat, her name is Princess, was brought in by her owner, Teresa Maria, after the cat was found covered in spilled brake fluid in the garden. They tried to clean the chemicals off the fur and her tongue. Didn't work, so the hospital kind of rushed down to the nearest liquor store to buy a bottle of vodka. I actually don't really know why, because I'm trying to skim read it. But cat was saved by vodka. That's all you really need to know.
That's touching. I'm joking, I'm not really crying.
And that was Odd News with Michael.
That's you. That was the Blind Banana podcast with Ben and Michael.
Please like if you did like if you disliked, and
if you're listening on YouTube, subscribe. And
if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe.
Yeah,
And if you're listening on SoundCloud, subscribe.
Hey,
we
follow.
We might do like a recording every 10 episodes if you like it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
A recording every 10 episodes?
Like every 10 weeks we could do the whole, hey, these are our faces.
Oh, like a face cam.
But you have to like it.
Everyone always knows my face. Everyone already knows my face.
No one knows mine though. Basically, look like Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert Downey Jr. A mix between them.
Yeah. Anywho, my name is Ben.
And my name is Michael.
And this was the Blind Banana podcast. See you next time. Boop.